my name is Corio, and we are tracking the tropics this evening. Take a look at Tampa. This picture is definitely not going to be looking the same as it is right now, regardless if this tropical depression hits the area on Thursday. Take a look. That is Tampa right now, but I do want to show you Tropical Depression 9. It's set to be a strong tropical storm coming in Tuesday afternoon or Thursday afternoon into Tallahassee as well as Tampa before moving to the northeast into portions of the coastal portions of Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina. That's all going to be expected later into this week, in the late week into next. Do you believe this weekend? So take a look. We have 35-mile-per-hour winds with this storm, and it's moving to the west-northwest at about 5 miles per hour. Show you the visible satellite. It really looks pretty good today. It's looking better than yesterday, though we do have some moderate wind shear from really the central Gulf Coast, Gulf of Mexico, all the way to southern Florida, and that's going to be bringing. It's not going to be, you know, going crazy because there's only a little bit of moderate wind shear, but it's just one of the other. It's just one of the systems that we're watching right now. Got to get to also tropical depression number 8. This one set to hit portions of far east or far northeastern North Carolina along the Outer Banks where there's current tropical storm warnings. Go ahead and show you those. Morehead City all the way to Nags Head, we're looking at tropical storm warnings as well as tropical storm watches. Those have expired at this time, but it's just one of the systems that we're watching to possibly impact the United States. It's looking very well. Now, totally out there, take a look at Madeline. This one set to hit Hawaii, very southern Hawaii, and you see that there's currently a hurricane watch for high-low as well as hurricane warnings around that area in the shores right now. So it's definitely very, very concerning, as well as Lester. Both of these set to hit maybe even the same places from Wednesday until Sunday. Keep your guard out for something to possibly spring up that could definitely cause some issues for Hawaii. Get ready for that. So you see Hurricane Madeline all the way to Hurricane Gaston. These are all potential threats for some type of land in the next upcoming days, from Gaston to possibly hit the Azores to Madeline and Lester to hit Hawaii. That is the main concern. You do see over here we have Hurricane Gaston on your far right, and then we have Tropical Depression number 8 there, right in the center, and then to your far left, bottom left, you do see Tropical Depression number 9, and those are just two threats. We also again have Madeline and Lester don't want to possibly be impacting the southern islands of Hawaii in the upcoming days. Go ahead and shift gears now to severe weather. Want to go ahead and show you the setup for today. We were seeing some really bad flash flooding. I'm going to pause the map here if I can, and then I would just want to zoom into this. I love this so much because this simply explains everything that's going on. So you see this big old dip in the jet stream that's causing this flash flooding in Colorado Springs. Really bad flash flooding there. I'm going to show you some pictures coming up at 7 o'clock or 7:30. And then want to go ahead and show you that's number 9, and then number 8 up there. And then we have this big surge of dry air along the cold front that's currently working its way out of the area of New York City along the northeastern coast as well as the southeastern coast. But again, I think this is really interesting in the Colorado Springs here, what's going on, because you see this big jet of moisture right there, and then we see this in Kansas City or central Kansas. Really very crazy that what's going on right now. And then we have this cold front that's along the area right now, possibly causing some severe weather later from anywhere from central Minnesota to Wisconsin, but we're going to have to see as it's really not working too good right now. Show you just the marginal risk for severe weather for this area. Moving on into my radar, you see we currently have a few flash flood warnings. This one for central El Paso County until 4:45. Just take a look. I mean, some heavier rain now moving into Colorado Springs again as they got really hard hit. Moving in on into Iowa, we're watching a flash flood warning for Story and Stone Boone counties in central Iowa until 11:30 p.m. tonight. And then we see another flash flood warning, this one for Kossuth, Humboldt, and northwestern Wright counties in Iowa until 6:45. Keep your guard out for that. And then we have two flash flood warnings closer to Chicago where there's been just heavy rain all afternoon. This one for northern DeKalb, also southern Boone, and southwestern Henry County that expires at 11 o'clock, as well as this one for DuPage, Kane, and northwestern Cook counties and southwestern Lake counties. That one's in effect until 9 p.m. tonight. Yep, 9 p.m. tonight for that area. And then shifting gears, take a look at this heavy rain. This is all from that even tropical moisture that's currently going on in this area where you see just very heavy showers and thunderstorms. Definitely have to watch for that as maybe a few of those will even get severe to the day. And then we have this severe thunderstorm warning. This is a very strong cell, really just popped. This one for southeastern Villas County as well as northeastern Owadena counties in Wisconsin until 6 o'clock tonight. Look for the threats for 60-mile-per-hour wind gust and quarter-size hail. Yeah, look at that just developed in the past hour. And this just became a very strong cell. Not to call it a supercell yet, but something to definitely watch. And then again, into Kansas, we're watching those very heavy rains. Seems to be stalled out right now in central Kansas. We're going to watch for a possible severe or for a possible flash flood warning. We also do have a flood warning for Barton County and central Kansas until 8:30. Watching all of this, keeping track of your weather throughout this evening as well as into your tonight. So definitely going to be watching this as well as the threat for severe weather tonight. Corio signing off.